Batting well is one of the most satisfying skills in cricket. There's nothing better than hooking that quick delivery to the boundary or playing a classic front foot cover drive for 4. Two of the guys who have managed to master all the strokes in the coaching manual are Ricky Ponting and Michael Slater.
Technique is everything in cricket. Understanding and putting the basics to use properly will allow a player to excel. An example of this is the batting grip. The way I was taught to hold the bat was to firstly place the bat in between your legs like so and pick it up just like you're picking up an axe. Making sure not to alter the hands once you pick the bat up. Noticing that the thumb and forefinger, the V there, should basically run straight down the back of the bat. Another important thing about the grip is to keep your hands together on the handle. You quite often see a lot of youngsters also placing this finger down the back of the bat. This is the best way to break a finger, so make sure you wrap it round the handle. But like anything in cricket, it must be comfortable for you. Getting the simple things right in cricket will allow you to play to your best. Getting your batting stance right is just as important. My batting stance, I basically have my feet about shoulder width apart with my weight on my toes, which allows me to move my feet freely and quickly, and I place the bat behind my back toe. I find that if your feet are too far apart, then you've got your basis of support is too great and you can't move your feet quickly, as is if your weight's on your heels. You're just too sluggish, and when you need quick footwork, you can't do it. If your feet are too close together, you become a little unstable and you can fall all over the place. So I find the best for me, feet shoulder width apart, weight on my toes, elbow pretty well towards the bowler. But once again with the stance, it's an individual thing. There will be slight variations with the stance, but you've got to be comfortable with it, and if you're comfortable, you're more than likely going to play your best cricket. Just as important as playing a shot is leaving one alone, and this includes getting out of the way of a delivery that could hit you. But simply ducking and moving isn't the best way to go about it. If you fail to keep your eye on the ball, then you run the risk of being hit, or even getting out if the ball does something that you don't expect. There are a number of ways of doing this. You could sway out of the way towards leg, keeping your eye on the ball and keeping your hands and bat down. Or else you could duck under it. Just don't be tempted to leave your bat in the air, as it becomes a target for the bowler to hit and present a catch. The most important thing is to keep your eye on the ball right out of the bowler's hand, allowing the batsman to make an early judgment as to whether he's going to play the ball or let it go.
It's well played again. 143.7. Robert Key is a good back foot player.
Although a batsman might want them to, no bowler is going to make it easy for any batsman to score runs. So quite often, it's the batsman's job to take the attack to the bowler. Getting into the correct position to play a shot is extremely important, so this means good footwork. Not just racing down the pitch at the ball, but a movement which allows you to maintain balance and get into the correct position early. Some are better at it than others. A good way to practice the correct footwork is to place the ball 3 paces down the wicket and concentrate on getting your front foot to it as quickly as possible. Remember, make a big commitment onto the front foot.
It's 4, what a shot, that's a red hot off drive. Crashes into the road, 4 more. Oh, that's a great shot. Popping into position very quickly.
Of course, the good players make it look easy, but only through constant practice in the nets will you get it right.
Matthew Hayden has absolutely hammered that into the crowd, nearly collected one of our cameras.
Getting into the correct position is the key to playing the correct stroke. You're never going to bat well if you stay anchored to the one spot. If the bowler is dropping them in a bit short, then it's paramount to get yourself right for the back foot shot. From the correct spot, you can decide to defend or attack.
Again, he's gone through the covers this time, a genuine shot on the back foot.
It's important to give yourself as much room as possible, and we do this by making a big backward step and across towards off stump. The reason we make this big step back and across is to bring our eyes in behind the line of the delivery. The position of your head and eyes is one of the keys to batting. To work on the shot, get someone to throw balls to you and practice getting your head and eyes in line with the ball after making that big back and across commitment. And remember, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Outside off stump and driven through the offside field.
The front foot shot is the one that symbolises an aggressive gesture from a batsman. But it's not only for attack, it's necessary in defence as well. Attacking or defending, the key is good footwork and positioning. The time to come forward is when the ball is well pitched up. When coming forward, we allow ourselves to get as close to the pitch of the ball as possible. It's important to keep our bat and pad close together.
Beautifully struck, and that's 4. 18 force for Greg Blewett. All class.
When taking that step forward, be sure that it's a big step, never going halfway. Be positive. Position of the head is the key to this stroke. You must have your eyes right over the ball. A good way to practice the shot is to place a ball one pace down the wicket and concentrate on getting your front foot to the pitch of the ball. And remember, hit the ball straight back through the line, keeping your bat and pad close together.
That's beautifully struck.
You can't win a cricket match without scoring runs, and to score runs, you must play shots. One of my favourites is the cut shot. The cut shot is a stroke where it is important to carefully pick the right ball to hit. Making the right choice could be very rewarding.
That's beautifully played. They go all the way. Mark Waugh throws a positive square cut.
The cut shot is played to a ball which is pitched short and wide of the off stump. And to play it well, you must get yourself into the right position. As with any back foot stroke, the first movement should be a big step back and across. This ensures your head is moving towards the line of the ball. The next thing is to ensure you keep the ball down. You achieve this by hitting down on the ball and rolling your wrists over it. Once again, get those feet into the correct position and watch the ball closely. Don't forget, if you keep the ball on the ground, you can't get caught. So roll those wrists.
Lovely.